Let's take a moment and regroup from the week and from the beginning of the year. This year has come strongly into our lives. It's a lot of energy coming through and pouring through, a lot of change. And so there's a lot of calibration that needs to be made and modified as you take your step into this new year. And we're still in the beginning of those changes. It's a lot of movement and inner change and outer change. And so with your breath, feel yourself come home into yourself, getting your balance, refinding that place that is the center, that is an energetic center, sensing, feeling this place, getting to know this place by heart so you can return to yourself. Self-realization is realizing the self. Realizing the self is I deeply and completely accept myself. Realizing the self is with no judgment and love and truth. Realizing the self is being true to yourself. Realizing the self is being real. Being you. So when you come home to yourself, there's no shame here. There is self-acceptance. Simply self-acceptance. And so as you come into your center, why we will often pop away from that center, if you can believe this, feel this, is because we feel unworthy of our own self sometimes. And so you must remember that you've already been accepted. There's no thing to do to create worth. You are already worthy. As you stand in the heart center now, finding that place that you recognize as solace, as oasis, as sanctuary in yourself, sanctuary in yourself. Can you feel that sometimes the self does not feel like sanctuary? Right? But it must be, it is. And so what will stop that from feeling sanctuary is shame, unworthiness, fear, guilt, right? So you land in the center of the heart, and I want to do a technique today that is called Ho'oponopono. And many of you may already know this, and we're going to use it on ourselves. More often, we use it for the world or for a situation, and you can remember this for those situations that you might think of. But today we're going to use it on ourselves, because it starts with us. That self-judgment creates judgment in the world outside of ourselves. As you are judging yourself, you can't not judge outside of yourself. You know, it's the same. As we judge ourselves, which is really interesting. Have you ever been in a situation where you've met someone or met some new people and you're self-judging, thinking you're not dressed right, or you're not smart enough, or they're better somehow, or whatever it is, right? You get into that ego judgment thing. And as you get quieter or faker, right, trying to fit in or all that sort of thing, rather than just being your authentic self, that funny feeling you're feeling, other people feel that funny feeling. And you know what they think? They think you're judging them. Right? So, because the energy is judgment, it might be towards yourself, but they're feeling it as if it's to them. And it goes other directions than that, of course. We might be actively judging them as well. Anyway, you get it, right? So you stand in the center of your heart, and here's Ho'oponopono. These are 4 phrases that I'm going to say to you, and as I say them, I want you to say them inside yourself. It's a prayer, and it's a blessing, and it causes miracles. And so you just sort of have to trust the phrases and use them no matter if you agree with them or not. And you may find yourself disagreeing with them as I give them, and especially in regard to yourself. But they all matter. All the phrases matter, though the order does not. So I'm going to say them in different orders, because as I offer them out to you, you'll feel an affinity to a particular order today for yourself, and that's the order you should use. But I'll just say them, and then you try them on, like I deeply and completely accept myself. You try them on and see how they feel inside you as you say them with me. And if you're rejecting any one of them, which you will, you can't help it. There'll be one that you feel good about and one you're not liking at all, and you just say them anyhow, right? Doesn't matter what you think about it. You just still make the offering. So, settle into your heart center, and we'll start like this, and you're saying it with me. I love you. You're saying it to yourself, right? I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Those are the 4 phrases. They can be said in any order. They're all important and they all need to be there, even if it doesn't seem like it. As I say them in different orders, you'll feel them differently. So feel that too. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. These phrases are powerful, and they're all part of the components of forgiveness work. It's life-changing. And you're saying it from your heart, and you can say it to another person in your mind, or an entire situation, a condition something happening that's not even connected to you, like, you know, a situation in another country. But the power of saying it to yourself, right? You can feel it. You can change the feeling of trying to forgive a friend or some relationship you have, a parent, a work situation, you know, a misunderstanding, right, of any sort. You would use this for maybe a friend misunderstanding where there's something you're not quite, you know, it just feels stuck. You just say, I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But today, direct it to yourself and feel which order that it felt the most true for you today. And say it inside your own heart now in the silence. Give this to yourself. Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono means all of those phrases. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Ho'oponopono. All from your heart. And then just one out to the earth, to the planet, to the world, and to all beings upon it. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Like a gift to the world. Miracles abounding. Miracle energy is everywhere right now. Miracles abounding. And when you're ready to, gently recycling this energy through you, in and out with your breath. Love in, love out, love in, love out, love in, love out. Letting yourself be purified and healed by love as you begin to transition out of this meditation when you're ready to.